Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything from the 1st Royal Aerospace Squadron. I'm coming at you with another concept video. This video is about the weapons, and I've got some concept art I'd like to share with you. And I'd also like to kind of dig deep into each of the pictures and kind of just talk off the cuff. None of this is rehearsed, so this is just me looking at the pictures with you and kind of just digging deep, basically just giving you my impressions of it. All right, now this first video here, or this first picture here, is of the laser pistol. If you look closely right here, it's made in Bavaria. That's pretty cool. I think that's a nice touch. The text right here says, "Warning, read safety manual." Pretty cool. What is ELO? I'm not sure. Electric Light Orchestra? No, I don't know. And then 2587, I have no idea what that is. It's probably the model of this type of pistol. You can see, just looking at the hand right there, the handle, that they are using real today pistols as a good model and as research, so that because there are guns that have this. Now, one thing I did notice is you've got a bunch of safety switches and buttons, like there's a button there, there's slide there, there's catch here, those things, and there's a button there. Normally in a pistol like this, if it was actually just a semi-automatic pistol, it would have like maybe a laser or a flashlight attachment that would go on the rail underneath it. And some of the rail and attachments have additional rails on the bottom of there, so you could have like a flashlight with the laser pointer underneath. This, I would assume, wouldn't need a laser pointer, because as I've played other games where you can pull like the trigger like just a little bit back, just pull the trigger just halfway back, and then it'll fire like a very low intensity laser beam, and then when you pull the trigger the full amount, it'll fire, you know, so you'll have a laser pointer and then you'll have the laser fire. But I don't know if they're going to do that. And then they've got the, I guess like a half of a holographic sight here, which is pretty cool. You can see that it's got a very low, small bore size, and that's fine, because guess what? It's a laser. Okay, let's move on. I know that this right here, press to unlock, I'm assuming that means this back plate would come out, and maybe that's where you would replace a battery. Or maybe a plate pops out that you can replug your gun in and recharge an internal battery. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud. All right, so and now this looks like it's like the rear target. You got these two little dots here. That would be like for your night sights. Does this thing slide up in case, I mean, why is it so low like that? I don't know. All right, next picture. Trying to stay with the pistols, but no, we'll go here. We'll go to the big gun. The big gun, this is the the microwave gun, right? You've got some concept of how it would be carried, how it would be aimed. That's like a little pop-up sight here. This is like a folding down sight. I can't read all this. These are some of the guns that they used for research. This is how it would look if someone was not holding it. And they've gone through quite a few different, iterations of how it would look, like that, or like that, or like that, or like that. I think they're going with this one, right? Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, maybe they're going with this one right here. Or a combination of some of them, because this looks like a gun that you would see in Warhammer 40K, right? You know, like a heavy bolter or a heavy plasma or something where they're carrying it low slung like that, or a chain gun, you know, like I don't know. Now that's showing like how the beam would fire, and maybe hypothetically like how you might reload a power cell or something. And this shows, remember this picture here, how they've got them aimed? Well, this is showing like how the arms would, you know, repositioned the arms. It's just concept. And this is probably closer to the real deal, closer. They show how if it's idling right there, and it's not really glowing or anything, but when it's firing, you know, you see everything's lit up like orange or whatever. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty heavy though. It's called the microwave gun, revision 5. Okay, it's the 98 and 38. I guess that's like how much of a charge you have, you know, and every time you take a shot, it uses up some of your charge. I would think that would be the case. You got your handle sticking out the side there, and then of course you got your grip right there with the red trigger right there. That's pretty cool. Moving on. Okay, now we're talking about other pistols. Now these pistols are they're calling them combustion pistols, but technically they're just auto pistols. Okay, there's a combustible material, gunpowder, in a cartridge, and when it fires, it explodes, and that causes the bullet to go flying out the barrel. That's just a fancy term for saying a slug thrower. It is a slug thrower. And again, they're using realistic looking guns, and they're just adding some sci-fi flair to them. And they're showing different top views and how they might correlate to the gun. Pretty cool. Not so sure I like this one, but it's pretty much the same thing. It's just reworked with, this is an approved concept right here. Oh good, this one's approved. This is some kind of an advanced auto rifle of some kind. I want to say it's Gauss, or Gauss as you would say, but it's hard to tell because it looks like it has actual bullets and they line up in a circle right here, and but you would think by the time they get to the top they're facing this way, right? So they wouldn't ever face that way unless it goes up here and it just pushes it straight up and fires. And then it gives you like this hand grip up here. You would think this would be the magazine, right? But I think that this is a power cell. They show another gun where it opens up at the top. I think that's a sniper rifle, but this might be a power cell, and it might accelerate these out like a railgun. I think it's more Gauss-like, and of course that's your holographic display. And this is it. That's the same gun. You notice you got your little readout right there, but then they have an alternative right here. This is cleaned up, so maybe they're not going to do that. And then you see how they've got the cartridges. They spin around there. But what's this big boxy thing right here? Is that just a hand grip? No, I wouldn't think so. The hand grip would just be, they'd make it flat. With it coming down like this, it's got to be a magazine or something. And then here's the approved concept right here. And you notice how the rounds flip around. That's sweet. And then you get your trigger there. This is your first grip, and this is your second grip. And Latimer, Commander S.E. Latimer Jr., he's on all the guns, it looks like. Ammo count indicator, slightly wider. I don't think that's good. Yeah, I think that's what they're going with. And they're showing exactly where all the pieces, how the art works out to this, the approved gun. That was rough. We're back to the Latimer. Showing 16 rounds. This is, I want to say that's an ejection port, but maybe this is an ejection port. I don't know. Okay, and this is, of course, the standard UEE Marine auto rifle. If you look at it closely, this section right here looks like a G36, you know, with a folding stock, with an extendable folding stock, the magazines. This all looks like a G36, which is pretty cool. But they've updated it with digital reading, and they shortened it. What is that, a USB plug? I don't know. And even the full auto, the semi-auto, that all still looks like the H&K, and then, you know, safe. That looks really good. What is that? The PS4SC, or the P4SC. something like that. Okay, now here's some laser pistol studies. Now remember that first picture that we were looking at was the laser pistol? Well, these are some alternative laser pistols that you might see in the game. Personally, I like this one because it kind of reminds me a little bit of a Star Trek phaser, but it has like a connection right here, so I don't know. I don't like the ones that are circular like this. I mean, I don't know. And this looks like it has a silencer on it. I can see taking that off and just leaving this. That would be kind of cool. And if you look at the charges, that looks like that, I don't know, that looks like that rifle we saw back. And if that's the case, then maybe this is the laser rifle. Maybe this is the LA or L4, LT4 or something like that. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe this is laser. Maybe those are power cells. I got some power cells here. This looks like it's got the same kind of electrical charge, like a taser, or the electric shotgun, because the electric shotgun has almost the exact same nose. Okay, continuing on. Here is just a regular shotgun, it looks like. You got your rounds, you got the rounds here, Captain Dwyer's shotgun. See, this is different than this, because this is the electric shotgun right here. And you can see that same nose I was talking about right there. See the electric shotgun? That's not a laser. And then, what is this? Something popping out the side? I'm confused. And then you got a pretty cool scope. Now, why would you need a scope on a shotgun? Retarded. Okay. And then there's the EMP grenade. I guess I don't see a pin anywhere, but I assume that you pull a pin somewhere. And then when you throw it, the button's no longer pressed. That's holding. I don't know. The EMP grenade's very strange. That might be one of those. See, like that would be how it would be in your pack, right? And then when you let go of it, this pops out, and a few seconds later, this pops up and fires the EMP charge. That actually kind of reminds me of an airsoft grenade. And that's it, the EMP grenade. Now there's a forced propulsion grenade, which I think is kind of like concussion grenade, I would think. See, now they've got ballistic pistol and combustion pistol. I don't know what really the difference between the two are. Doesn't make sense to me. But then you've got your combat knife, we'll show later. Got your Bearing P4SC rifle. And then, see, they're calling that an assault rifle, but that might be the laser rifle. And there's your electric shotgun. And of course, the microwave gun. There's the assault rifle. Laser pistol, that's the one we just kind of were looking at earlier. Ballistic pistol, combustion pistol. I think they're the same. This might be the ballistic pistol. Where's the magazine? Goes right there. The bullets feed up right through there. Different looks. Okay, now this thing is called the burst cannon, right? The burst cannon. And it took me a while to figure that out, but that's R-M-O-R-Y. It's Armory without the A. Armory Studios. Interesting. Okay, it's an HP-21I. Okay, and this thing here rotates. So there must be rounds in it. Like maybe like it spins and then the bullets fly out, you know. Don't know. Maybe they fly out right through there. But they're so large, and plus it's called I'm jumping around. It's called a cannon. So maybe it's a grenade launcher of some kind. And I've noticed that it has a strap back here that goes through there. Now, I understand why they would have a strap here. That's usually if you have a connection point up front and back here and you run a 3-point sling through there. But why is there just a strap? There's no need to hold this and this together, is there? I don't know why that would be there. It just seems like it's just for looks. Okay, this is a different view of the guns. Now you can see, look how big that is. That's got to be a grenade launcher of some kind, and this probably has grenades in it. And it looks like it's a drum that you can take and hand crank or something. I don't know. You can see how the hands fit around the thing. It's got to be a grenade launcher. They call it a burst cannon. Maybe it goes boom, 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 boom. Maybe you fire a bunch of them. And then you got your sights here. You got your little rail for other gadgets and gizmos. What's that there? Probably like a laser, I don't know, powered source. Who knows? I'm just kind of taking a look at it all. See, because there's the sling mount right there. There's the sling mount there. There's the sling mount there. And there's this. I don't see any sling mounts up front. So without a sling mount, unless you're talking about a hole like that, like a quick release sling. I don't know. Now here's a different sketch for a cannon. Like this is a cannon sketch. That's pretty dang big. If that's the pistol area, shoulder mounted, yeah, I don't know. Other sketches, yikes. And then you got your knife. Just your old standard. You got to look at the little UEE symbol there. That's what it looks like. But and this is the approved concept. You got the little threaded edge knife. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. Now here's the piece that I really like, and I'm sorry this video has gone on pretty long, but this is the sniper rifle. Okay, the Clausen Werner Arrowhead sniper rifle. Isn't that sexy? I mean, you got your little bipods popping out here. You've got your got an energy magazine that slides in there, and then you pop it down just like that. Got a scope with quick release lever on the side. You just pop that little lever off and then the scope comes off. That's pretty cool. Then you got a light for locking status, so it lets you know if it's locked in or not. Rifle readies charge between shots. Readies charge. So basically it builds up an energy. And you notice how this has a circular handle too? So maybe all those circular guns were lasers. I don't know. Why do you need you really don't need a pad here because lasers shouldn't have recoil unless it's a blaster. Okay, and it's another work in progress. That's just cool. I just like it. It's nice and sleek. I like the color too, actually. It's like Battleship Gray. And I think this is ammo counter. There it is. It's telling you how much ammo you got left in it. And what is that? You got to cock it? You got to pull it back or not? I don't know. You shouldn't have to on a laser, I wouldn't think. Okay. And that's all the way around. We've gone all the way around. All right, well, that was all the weapons. Now, in a future video, when they reveal, like maybe when the first-person shooter comes out and we learn more about the weapons or we learn more about the armors we're going to be able to have, I'll have more of these type of videos. And again, thank you for checking this out. If you like it, be sure to like it and please subscribe, and I'll see you in the verse.